Welcome to StickTalk, where we talk to hospitality professionals on what they like, what they do, and what they drink. I'm Kapri Robinson.
I'm Dee.
My name is Donald Brown. I'm currently a bartender at the Jack Rose Diner Saloon, the Imperial, and Dram Grain.
And this episode is brought to you by Tequila. So what is up? How you doing today?
I'm feeling good.
Good? Okay. So we're going to start the day with some margaritas, right? Okay. Margaritas are awesome cocktails, a classic cocktail. You can find them and put them in the family of daisies, right? Daisy specs. This classic margarita was invented in 1938. You want to start shaking that up a little bit?
Of course.
Awesome. By Carlos Danny Herrera. Who we just found out died in 1992 at 90 years old, which is crazy, insane. How you doing today, man? What's going on?
I'm feeling good. I'm happy to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
Of course.
Joining us on this fine Sunday.
Absolutely. We are so happy that you're here, and it's really great. But I can't wait for this margarita because I'm thirsty.
You're right.
So let's get into some things.
Let's talk.
So our introduction to you was actually through you submitting a cocktail for the second annual Chocolate City's Best competition, which you wound up coming in second overall. Cheers to you.
Congratulations.
So you did want to, kind of get what your experience was with that, how you felt about it.
Yeah, it was actually my first time competing.
This was your first competition?
Yeah, it was first time competing.
Nice.
Yeah, it was definitely like intimidating at first. But I learned after the first day, after meeting everybody and talking with the fellow competitors, you just approach it like you approach every day. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those things where we approached that situation just like we would approach our situations at work.
Right.
You know what I mean? I do it every day. Yeah, this is chilled glassware.
Yeah, smoky something.
I wish we had this as there.
Let's talk about your winning drink. That Mother's Milk, was it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Why did you name it Mother's Milk?
Yeah.
I named it for my mom. I just wanted to make something as an ode to strong women. It was weird. It had a creamy viscosity without using any dairy, and we grow up, sucking at our mother's teeth.
Yes.
Right.
I didn't. My mom told me that I did not taste the titty.
Definitely
she was. I think it made her sad. I feel bad about that.
Okay.
I know I'm a child, but.
Margarita shake.
Day. So we're having great weather this January.
I know.
We're having scary weather.
Right?
Right.
So what was in your cocktail? In the Mother's Milk cocktail?
So I
You forgot the cocktail?
no, I didn't forget.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
because it's gonna be a classic one day.
no, it is going to be a classic. I mean, at least I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
I use some almond essence, pomegranate, pineapple, apple raw, cotton and reed, the mellow gold.
Awesome.
Yeah, and some Coca Lopez.
It was so good. Really, really enjoyed it.
Quite delicious.
Very
proud of it.
Yes. What was your favorite part about the competition?
I love interacting with all the people from all over the place, getting to know everybody, talking to bartenders about what they aspire to do, what they were hoping to get out of it. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
And being able to relate on that aspect.
What were you hoping to get out of it?
I was hoping to learn, honestly. I just wanted to put myself out there, step out of my comfort zone a little bit, and do something different. A lot of my coworkers like entered into the competition circuit. Some of them with some success, some of them, not so much. And I feel like, I understand building cocktails, I understand sour ratios, and I feel like I have the capability to compete. So I figured, why not? It was kind of an accident too, because my good friend who actually taught me most of what I know about craft cocktail bartending, Amanda Yang, reached out to me. She was like, "Look, my homie Capri's doing this competition, and you're doing it."
Shout out to him.
It was kind of It's kind of like, yo, you're doing this. Like, you don't really have a choice. So I was like, "Oh, you go, cool. Like, I'll do it."
Yes.
And I submitted my first cocktail, which is like a cucumber El Silencio. It was kind of like a South Side, like a mezcal South Side, like one like served up and then drink like a wine spritz. So yeah, it was pretty cool. So I was like super proud of that too.
So check out our Instagram. You'll be able to see a video of him making these drinks and dropping them. That first cocktail was also delicious, and he forced carbonated. Can we talk about what that means, a forced carbonated drink?
Yeah. So you use CO2 as you essentially like add bubbles to a cocktail. What that does is it brings out the brightness of flavors. It doesn't for savory cocktails. It wouldn't work. Yeah, absolutely. Enjoy that. For savory cocktails, it wouldn't work so much. But for cocktails that you want to be refreshing and to kind of dance on your palate, it definitely helps for that. So yeah, you just force carb with CO2. You can either use a draft system. I use a CO2 tank. I would just like connect a hose to like a soda bottle. Force carb it, shake it up, drain it, force carb. You do it like 2 or 3 times, and it comes out like soda.
Yes, the whole drink is carbonated, not just the soda water or anything you're adding to it. The whole drink is very bubbly, effervescent, and it's just refreshing. Yeah. It's really awesome. So now that you've done your first competition, are you looking to do more? Or?
Yeah. I wanna at least like try my hand at the circuit this year. I'm going to try to enter into a few competitions and see what happens. I plan on submitting a cocktail to Woodford. I definitely plan on submitting a cocktail to Ricky.
Awesome.
I'd also like to do Bacardi Legacy at some point.
Yes, definitely. And I mean, Jack Rose has the reigning champs right now for the Ricky, so you should also take home a title too.
I know it's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of people to learn from.
It's a blessing and a curse for sure.
But you all have such a great bar team over there. It's really awesome what you all get to do. But you get to come down to Tales of the Cocktail with us.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
No.
This is your first time?
No, it's not my first time in New Orleans, but it's my first time in Tales.
Awesome.
It's been a good time.
Okay, what else do you have for us to shake up?
You want to shake up something else?
Yeah.
So I figured, like, since we're like in the round with tequila, I love egg white because I love what egg white does for a cocktail.
Yes.
Not only does it add like a frothiness and like a full body flavor, it blends the flavors together quite nicely. So you can do essentially anything you want with egg white. I think egg white works well with sours. It also works well with daisies. So I'm essentially going to make a tequila fizz.
Okay.
With you never had a daisy.
Never had a daisy.
Daisies are delicious. You like chartreuse?
I love chartreuse.
Daisy are so good for sure. Yeah, but I can't wait for you to come down and tell us the cocktail. It's something that is my favorite event to go to every year. I love New Orleans as a city itself, but we're going to be able to show you, just the wide country's industry. It's like we all come from one city to learn, experience events, party some bits,
The cocktail is sensory overload.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm not like 100%. Oh, really? I'm not really 100% sure what to expect. But I'm
nothing.
Don't expect nothing. Don't expect anything. So that you come in and you're just so excited about everything that you experience. It's gonna be great.
I'm just excited. I'm excited to learn from this experience. I appreciate you guys taking me on.
Oh yeah.
How long have you been bartending?
I've been bartending since I was 21, so almost about 9 years.
Okay.
And I've been in craft cocktails for about 6 years.
Okay.
How long have you been with Jack Rose?
I've been with Jack Rose for about a year now.
Okay.
And it's cool, like learning through their program with the creative and crazy minds of our beverage director and our wine director. They both like to see cocktails in like a totally different aspect. She sees it from like a culinary level, while he sees it from like this like mad scientist. Like,
Absolutely.
Like he's got this crazy thing going on.
So mad science, what is like the craziest thing you think you all prep or make? Most creative out of the world.
You know what? I can't really speak on like the craziest thing, but I will say one of the most innovative things I've seen recently is our shampoo. We essentially take a bamboo cocktail. I'm not sure if you guys know what that is. A bamboo is it's essentially a sherry martini. So we take sherry, some bitters, some vermouth, and then we mix it all up, and we actually use that same concept that I used for that cocktail that I entered with the Forest Cardinal. So we make a bamboo cocktail, which is a classic sherry cocktail. We put it on draft to drink like champagne. Hence the name shampoo.
Shampoo! Yes, that's so good.
Really good.
Crushable.
Yes.
I think my favorite thing that I've seen on the menu at Dram Grain, Dram Grain, has something with like a citrus caramel or something.
Oh yeah.
How
citrus caramel?
Yeah.
You mean the?
You know what it was.
I think you're talking about the cinnamon bun, the cinnamon roll.
Okay.
Is that what you're talking about?
It was yes. Splash on, raise the bar. This is what we do. So we're behind the sticks. This is how this rolls.
Yeah, nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It had Santa the like pineapple citrus caramel.
Oh yeah, okay.
I can't remember. It was like a jungle bird.
It's a jungle bird tie. It's a blend between a jungle bird and a Mai Tai.
Yeah.
Some people think that the jungle bird is too bitter and the Mai Tai is too sweet, so we try to like kind of marry them together and make like one cocktail out of it. It's a nice balanced cocktail, and it's a new taste on like tiki. We're really trying to like create like modern classics with like new ingredients, using like technologies that like we have access to now that we didn't even have access to even 10 years ago. Like people made these awesome like ingredients like Montenegro and Chinar and Averna like hundreds of years ago with no resources. Like why can't we make new modern classics with all these resources we have? You know what I mean?
Definitely. I definitely believe in making new modern classics, which is happening every day all over the country, all over the world, all the time. But it's about understanding the old classics and understanding that bone structure of what that was to be able to make new ones. Because you can put anything together and it could be a drink, but it's not what considered a new classic. Right. What considered a new classic. Which is something I'm still in search to find too. Is understanding that. Or looking for what I believe to be my own classic. Like, when people come in and they're like, what's your signature?
Yeah, what's your thing?
I never have, the answer to that question always changes for me. I hate people ask it to me because I don't have an answer for it. Ever. I'm going to give you whatever my favorite thing is in that month.
Yeah.
Every time. Oh, this looks so good. I'm very excited.
It looks really good.
Yeah, soda water. Yeah, keep going right there. Other side. Yes.
Soda water.
Soda water.
Soda water. Alright, cool.
Everything out of the can. No guns here. No soda guns.
So the thing about a fizz too, like in order to create a lift, like you kind of gotta let it settle before you just hop on the soda. Yeah. So like essentially what a fizz is egg white, your citrus, your sweetener, and your spirit, right? And obviously on top of soda. And to get a lift out of it, you have to let it kind of settle. Sometimes it takes a little time.
I think it's like the air rising, right? And
yes,
like
exactly.
The juices and everything.
It's the oxygen. It's the oxygen separating from the rest of the cocktail.
Right.
Yeah. So
that's what you mean. You want it to lift.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a little lift.
little facelift. Up down. But yeah. Is this your first time opening a bar at Dram Grain?
To this magnitude, yes. I've helped with the openings of some bars at previous jobs, but they've been more like not on a smaller scale, but my involvement was definitely on a much smaller scale. Dram Grain and Imperial was all hands on deck, you know what I mean? And it was every day grinding behind the wood, trying to get it done, you know, to put out a good product.
Talk a little bit about that process as far as getting a bar, especially a bar like that where it's very crafted, very sciencey. There's a whole lot that goes into it.
Well, the primary thing is you have to find, you have to figure out what your balance is, right? When it comes to like prepping fresh ingredients. So you want these ingredients to stay fresh, right? But you also want to have enough to where you're not running out every time, you know, for the public. So the general public will be able to try everything you have to offer.
Right.
So that was the biggest challenge, trying to figure out what our pars were. But you're legit, you know, you're coming in every day and you're sous vide where you need to sous vide, and you clarify where you need to clarify. And when I say clarify, I'm removing all of the extringents from like from citrus. So like you can use lemon or lime, you know, after like 2 or 3 days, but only if you clarify it. If you don't clarify it, it'll. I don't know if you've ever had like bad citrus, bad lemon or lime, and it kind of like tastes like iron. You're removing that.
What's gonna make it? Oh wow!
To make it clear.
So how long then can your citrus last after clarifying it?
Really depends. We generally don't hold any product more than 4 or 5 days.
Okay, but even still, shelf life on citrus being able to last 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing.
And that's after juicing it.
Yeah.
That's after juicing it. So, you know, you have a 2-day window. We usually don't use anything. We use everything on the same day.
Right.
There's a 2-day window where it's like kosher and it's okay. But we try to use everything same day. If we're not using things that day, then they're getting clarified.
Right. Nice. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes. Super excited.
Who doesn't love that wine?
It's like a cloud on your lip. It's so good.
How is it?
It's delicious. Well, thank you so much, Dee, for coming in and talking with us today on StickTalk. We'll be seeing more of you. He's going to be all over our Instagram, so go follow us at Chocolate City's Best. Chocolate.cities.best.
And you can also go to chocolatecitiesbest.com.
Yes. And see all of this. He is up there too under our competition page under the winners. And it's great. So thank you again.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. And that's
I want this.
That's good, right?